20,000 fans are getting ready to descend upon the Barclays Center in New York City this weekend for one of the year's biggest esports tournaments. And even ESPN will be covering the high-stakes competition as it tries to capture more of the millennial audience. It's the first ever Overwatch Grand Finals. Overwatch, a team-based shooter game, is one of gaming company Activision Blizzard's biggest franchises, thanks now in large part to the game's esports league. It became the first global esports league with city-based teams like traditional sports leagues. When the inaugural season launched in January, boasting a prize pool of $3.5 million, $1 million of which will go to this weekend's winning team. Nate Nanzer is the Overwatch League commissioner, and he's giving us an inside look at the epic showdown that is about to kick off tonight live from the Barclays Center. Nate, welcome to Fast Money. Great to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Give us an idea of how the teams are getting prepped, just literally minutes away from start time.
It's super exciting here. Fans are pouring in. We had a huge line of people outside Barclays Center hours before doors opened. The teams are downstairs, probably just resting, focusing, thinking about what's ahead of them. I can't wait to see their faces when they walk out on this stage and see thousands of fans in front of them. It's going to be really exciting.
As we mentioned, Overwatch, this particular league has seen tremendous growth. There were 9 teams in the U.S., 1 from the UK, 1 in South Korea, 1 from China. Where are you seeing the most interest? Where do you see the fastest growth happening?
Overwatch is a global sport, right? Overwatch is a game that's played all over the world, and that's why it was important to us to have a global league. We have a huge audience in the U.S., but we also have a huge audience in China and Korea and France and Germany and the UK, Brazil, all over the world. What other sporting event in the world can you tune in and see Philadelphia play London in a final? It's something that's really unique to our league, the global nature of it, and we're really excited about putting on an epic event here in New York City.
There are a lot of esports leagues now, Nate, focusing on different games across the gaming universe. Is this competition? Does this sort of bring attention overall, increase awareness and interest in esports in general?
Yeah, I think it does. Look, we're very focused on what we're trying to build with the Overwatch League. First and foremost, it's about celebrating our players, the best Overwatch players in the world, and putting on an epic experience for our fans. At Blizzard Entertainment, that's what we do. We do epic entertainment experiences. We've definitely, I think, taken a leadership position in terms of the professional nature of our league. We're really proud of our owners, many of them from traditional sports, great owners from endemic to esports as well, and all over the world. And I think for us, it's really about celebrating our players, but doing so at a very high quality bar and creating a product that's incredibly professional.
Hey, Nate, Tim Seymour fired up to be going to the Barclays tonight. What does Bob Kraft bring to this league from a sports perspective?
Well, I think what's really exciting from my perspective is tonight we're going to be live for the first time. There's never been an esports event live in prime time on ESPN1. And I think what fans are going to see, they're going to tune in and they're going to see Philadelphia and London. It's going to look familiar to what they're used to seeing on ESPN. And we've heard that from fans all over the world, that the city-based nature of the Overwatch League is something that's really given them a reason to care. It's a great on-ramp into becoming a fan. And if you're a New Yorker, you have a ton of pride in being from New York. And so it's only natural that you're going to support a New York team with all your heart.
Nate, thanks for your time. I know it's a busy night for you. Nate Nanzer of the Overwatch League.
I'm shocked at Tim's go. He's going to be at the bar.
I'm the gamer, bro. I am the chief
correspondent here.
Thank you. Wow.
And it's good. It's nice that they're on ESPN1, not the Ocho, as you were saying earlier before the show started. EA Sports reported last night, great quarter, disappointing guidance, stocks down 9%, probably has a little more room to the downside. We talked about Take-Two. I think that's probably the most interesting one. A little more expensive. They report next week. I'd rather be there.
So between Electronic Arts, Activision Blizzard is under some pressure too. It's up still 19% year to date, but Take-Two up 11% has been the underperformer. I think that's where you can go. It's got a smoother technical chart, but I think Activision Blizzard is where I want to be longer term.
I agree with Guy. Take-Two, we talked about this last night in the show. I think from a valuation perspective, that's the name you want to own in this space right now.